New snack foods are constantly being brought to the market, while some have been around for as long as you can remember. But you probably didn't realize that some had existed for as long as anyone can remember. Remembering your childhood snacks and desserts will always bring back fond memories. Hello, and welcome to Hungry History. Here we talk about the history of your favorite food items. In today's video, we'll look at the top 10 oldest snacks that are still popular. So, let's get started. Number 10. Popcorn, 1000 BC. Popcorn and pretzels certainly go well together at a party, but which of the two crunchy foods is older? In 1948, archaeologists uncovered a quantity of tiny, ancient corn cobs with tiny kernels that could only have been chewed as popcorn in New Mexico. Based on radiocarbon dating, they estimated the cobs to be 5,600 years old. According to research conducted in the 1980s, using more advanced technology, they are 3,100 years old, which is consistent with data from other agricultural sites in the area. Number 9. Jell-O, 1897. You might think of Jell-O as a 1970s culinary craze, but it first appeared on store shelves more than 70 years earlier. Gelatin-based meals have been around since at least the 1600s, but Jell-O was the first to popularize them. Pearl B. Waite and his wife May created Jell-O by combining fruit syrups with gelatin, resulting in a powdered product that was 88% sugar. May named it Jell-O, and after the pair failed to sell the product, they sold the formula to a neighbor for $450. Needless to say, the new owner was more successful with the product. The original flavors of Jell-O were strawberry, raspberry, orange, and lemon, but now there are flavors like apricot, watermelon, and cotton candy. Number 8. Oreo cookies, 1912. There's no cookie more iconic than the Oreo. Therefore, it's surprising that the brand was originally a knockoff. The National Biscuit Company trademarked and released Oreos in 1912 as a straight replica of Hydrox cookies, which debuted in 1908. The initial Oreo biscuits were called Oreo Biscuits, and while the recipe was slightly changed, they looked almost identical to the Oreos available today. The only visual distinction is the stamp on the chocolate cookies. The present imprint has not altered since 1952. Oreos immediately became one of the decade's favorite snack foods, and they continue to be a favorite in the United States. Oreos were the best-selling cookie brand of the entire 20th century. Number 7. Popsicles, 1905. According to the brand's official story, popsicles, now a popular summertime delicacy, were accidentally conceived by an 11-year-old child. Frank Epperson was playing outside in 1905 when he poured himself a drink from a powdered mix. He soon forgot about it and left the cup stirrer, and all, outside in the cold overnight. He was awakened in the morning to a frozen concoction and ran the cup under warm water. He took a lick from the subsequent pop, and instinct told him he'd found something special. Epperson didn't patent his claimed invention until 1923, when he was selling frozen popsicles across the San Francisco Bay region under the name Epsicles. According to the anecdote, his children eventually persuaded him that they should be called popsicles. Number 6. Mallomars, 1913. Mallomars are only available for around 7 months of the year, and there's no solid explanation for this other than marketing. However, when Nabisco produced Mallomars in 1913, the seasonality of these cookies was required. It was cold enough outside to deliver these confections without their melting from September to March, or perhaps from October to April. Despite being available nationwide, the majority of Mallomars are sold in the Northeast, with over 70% of them going to the New York metropolitan area. Number 5. Cornflakes, 1894. Cornflake cereal may be boring in comparison to the other weird cereals, but its beginnings are anything but. John Harvey Kellogg was a Seventh-day Adventist and the superintendent of the Battle Creek Sanitarium, an Adventist-run healing resort for mental health patients. Avoiding sugary and spicy meals was one of these principles, and following a vegetarian diet was supposed to help with symptoms. Will Keith Kellogg, Kellogg's younger brother, unintentionally left out some wheat overnight, causing it to ferment. He rolled out the dough into sheets and roasted the thin flakes in an attempt to revive it. After discovering that patients liked the snack, the brothers experimented with various grains, including corn. As a result, we now have an unsweetened version of what we now know as cornflakes. Will Kellogg and John Harvey Kellogg eventually had a falling out because Will sweetened the flakes to sell outside the sanitarium. Regardless of how sinful sugar was, people adored it. Cornflakes were an instant hit. Number 4. Velveeta, 1918. Velveeta cheese, which is smooth and extra processed, may appear to be a recent development, although it's been around for over a century. And unlike some other unintentional processed items, this one was created on purpose. The Monroe Cheese Company in New York experienced an issue in 1918. They discovered that many of their high-quality Swiss cheese wheels were cracked or deformed. Unsure of how to reuse the cheese that had been judged inappropriate for sale, the company delivered a large amount of it to one of its workers, Emile Frey. Frey had previously created Lindekrans, an American twist on Limburger, and the Monroe Cheese Company asked if he could do it again. He experimented with the cheese and other components, such as whey and other add-ons, on his stove at home. The finished product was a smooth, pliable cheese with a velvety texture. Frey dubbed it Velveeta, and it became even more popular than the original cheese from which it was produced. Number 3. Marshmallow Fluff, 1917. Amory and Emma Curtis, a brother and sister partnership, produced a material called Snowflake Marshmallow Cream in 1913. In a promotional pamphlet, Emma included a recipe for a Liberty sandwich with peanut butter and snowflake marshmallow cream spread over oat or barley toast. Their product was a regional hit in New England until 1962, when their marshmallow factory shuttered. Marshmallow Fluff, on the other hand, was invented separately in 1917 by Archibald Curie, a confectioner in Somerville, Massachusetts. Alan Durkee and Fred Mower, two candy producers, paid him $500 for his marshmallow cream recipe. The pair started selling Toot Sweet Marshmallow Fluff, which consumers started putting in Curtis's sandwich recipe. The Durkee-Mower advertising department called it the Fluffer Nutter in 1960, and an icon was born. Number 2. Wrigley's Juicy Fruit Gum, 1893. What exactly is fruit in Juicy Fruit? This is a question that's tormented customers for over a century. However, unlike other snack food puzzles, this one may have an answer. According to Wrigley's, the gum is supposed to taste like a blend of lemon, orange, pineapple, and banana. Yet other people claim Juicy Fruit tastes like jackfruit. William Wrigley Jr., the creator of Juicy Fruit Gum, may be the only one who knows for certain. Until 1893, he was largely in the baking soda business when he learned that the gum he included free with each packet was more popular than the baking soda itself. Juicy Fruit was his initial flavor, and it quickly became the most popular gum in the world. Number 1. Quaker Oats, 1877. When Quaker Oats says old-fashioned, they're not kidding. The Quaker Milk Company was formed in 1877, and its iconic mascot was trademarked the same year, the first trademark ever awarded for a breakfast cereal. The company combined with other mills throughout the next few decades, but kept the renowned brand. Contrary to popular perception, Quakers did not establish themselves in Pennsylvania. According to the company's website, the name was chosen because Quakers are associated with honesty, integrity, purity, and strength. Marketing was difficult initially. Americans in the 19th century thought of oats purely as cattle feed and had little interest in eating horse fodder. However, Quakers' amazing marketing tactics were so successful that they lasted more than a century. So, this was it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed our video. If yes, then like and share the video, and subscribe to Hungry History for many more amazing videos. Stay tuned, as we'll be back soon with another informative and amazing video. Till then, keep evolving.